Namaste everyone, welcome back to Bhairavi Cultural Academy. In today's episode, let's look into the core theme of the Bhagavad-Gita based on a six-factor test that is given by our ancient rishis. I once again thank you all for joining me in this journey. Explore Bhagavad-Gita with Pavithra. The Bhagavad Gita can be studied from different angles, such as a historical document, a spiritual treatise, a scriptural text for daily chanting and prayer, a sublime poetry, an exposition of grammar and meter, or a management manual, depending on one's own outlook and purpose. The objective here is to study it as a spiritual text and try to find out its main theme. Our ancient rishis have given us a 6-point test to determine the main theme of a text. This is called Shadvidvida Tatparya Nirnaya Linga. In the light of this 6-factor test, let us look at the Gita to discover its central theme. The first point is called Upakarma and Upasamhara, the beginning and the conclusion of a text. The crux of the subject in the text starts with Arjuna's confusion, his acceptance of the delusion and surrender to the Lord as a Shishya with a request to teach him what is the best for him. The text ends with his statement that all his doubts were cleared, his delusion is gone, and he regained his memory of the self. This kind of beginning and end of the text shows that the Bhagavad Gita contains the knowledge that removes the delusion and bestows the Supreme God. Even from the teacher's point of view, the text starts from Sri Krishna telling Arjuna that he is grieving for that which should not be grieved for, thereby explaining how sorrow is born of delusion. It ends by asking Arjuna whether the delusion had gone. This makes it clear that the entire purpose of the dialogue between Krishna and Arjuna was aimed at removing the spiritual ignorance which is the cause of delusion. Thus, the removal of sorrow and delusion, Shoka Moha Nivritti, is the main theme of the Gita. The second point is called Abhyasa, repetition and emphasis in the text. The second chapter gives ample evidence to this aspect. Krishna frequently tells Arjuna not to grieve and puts forward the reasons for that view from several angles like the true knowledge, duty, ignominy, etc. Similarly, the concept of Sthita Prajna has been highlighted in several ways at various places. This shows imparting self-knowledge is the keynote in the text. The third point is called Apurvata, the novelty or uniqueness of the theme. Sri Krishna calls this self-knowledge as a secret, guhyam, because normal extroverted minds cannot grasp it and hence very few succeed in knowing it. Similarly, moderation in all walks of our lives has been stressed at many places. The teachings of the Gita are thus unique. The fourth point is phalam, or the fruit, or the end result of the study of the text. Removal of sorrow and confusion and attainment of clear thinking and supreme knowledge. enlightenment are the end result of the study of the text. The fifth point is Arthavada, positive praise of the subject and negative condemnation of the opposite. We find many shlokas in the text extolling the supreme self-knowledge and condemning spiritual ignorance. Thus, attaining the supreme knowledge is the goal of the Gita. The sixth and last point is Upapatti, illustration and reasoning. We find in the text that Krishna has been giving a lot of logical explanations and reasoning to convince Arjuna about his teachings. He uses profusely the word tasmat, meaning therefore. The main goal of all his efforts being elimination of sorrow and delusion through self-knowledge. The nature of self is also revealed through examples and reasoning. These indicate the supreme knowledge, Tattvajnanam, as the main subject matter of the Gita. Therefore, self-knowledge, Atmagnanam, which eliminates our ignorance and the consequent problems created and bestows the ultimate good for all of us, is the core theme of the Gita. Thank you for watching this video, and let's meet in the next episode. Until then, stay safe and take care. Namaste.